Good morning, Facebook.
Hello, Facebook. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
It is what, the October 1st?
October 1st. Happy October.
October 1st. Can you believe that? Take 3 on our sunrise in Mexico on the vineyard. Of course, the camera makes it look a little brighter than it is when it was facing us, but there we go. There's the vines are right in front of us. We're at El Cielo in the Guadalupe Valley. We're on take 3 of our sunrise here. Look at that. So we got a beautiful day today for this. It is early here. It is 6:30 a.m. Oh, there we go. Sunrise is officially like 6:38, 6:39 here. And this is the vineyard we're staying on, El Cielo. They make amazing wine. They have 30 units here. And the units each have three units inside them, each building. So they have about 90-something like, what do they consider townhouses, upscale rooms? Yeah.
Rooms.
Yep. And it's a busy place. It is a really busy place.
They're actually sold out this weekend, so They said they'll be packed tonight.
They're oversold.
Oversold, she said.
Yeah, we had
but
dinner.
They'll figure it out.
We had dinner with the sales manager last night.
Talking over details.
Details for upcoming trips down here. So good morning, everybody tuning in. If you are tuning in live, just drop us a comment, #live if it's on the replay.
Face the sun here.
Yeah, the sun there. Look at that. I'm not sure where the sun is rising over there, but it's going to come up somewhere there. So we're just sitting here waiting patiently, very patiently. Today's our last day. We have one more vineyard here that we're going to see in the Guadalupe Valley.
We've been to a lot of really cool vineyards this week. Really cool, and every one of them is completely different from the next one. We were talking last night to the sales manager, and we were talking about how much money has been put in to this area, into the wineries, into building and developing this valley, and it's pretty cool. You know, she was saying she's been here a long time. She liked it without the lights. You know, at nighttime there are tons and tons of lights everywhere. If you look over there in the valley, there are lights all through here because lots of buildings now. But she was saying that she really liked it. She likes it both ways. You know, she supports the growth of the valley, Valle de Guadalupe.
There's a lot of jobs for
the
locals. Tons of jobs for the locals.
Which is really good.
And they actually bus people in from Ensenada, which is about, I guess, 40 minutes away.
30 minutes, yeah.
The bus comes from Ensenada, so a lot of employees come from the city of Ensenada. And she said that it's great for the economy here.
Realistically, we should actually turn this way so you can
see.
The sun.
There we go. And
in the way a little bit.
People are like, oh, this place can just keep building. This place can keep building. There are actually regulations here. Like, this property is maxed out at how many units?
93.
They're maxed out. They cannot build anymore. The government won't let them build anymore. So there are some restrictions down here. It's just not a free-for-all, like most people would think. Well, it's a free-for-all. So it originally started out, this property, as the owner's house was right here. So if you go to the right here was the owner's house.
It is the owner's house.
He decided that he wanted to get a spot on the vineyard for himself, Gustavo, and so his area is fenced in right there, and he has 2 German shepherds that we just heard barking a few minutes ago. And then they decided, well, let's build a few units right here. So these are the original units that the property had. They had like 6 units or so.
And then if you look back there in the between, that right there is their reception area. They do breakfast there. So they have units all around this side.
So these are the original 6 units, like from 6 years ago. And it was such a great spot in the property that they decided to build 25 more. And they have their own church here for weddings, the only vineyard that has its own church.
There we go.
Right there, church, so they do a lot of weddings. And the units go all the way down through the vineyard. They're building a spa just over here. They've started construction on the spa. And then the actual winery is down this way.
Doing a 360 here slowly. The actual winery
is down there. Where the bus,
there's our friend.
There's our dog.
There's our friend, the dog, who.
Welta,
come here.
Ven aquí.
She ran with us the other morning.
Yeah.
So the outskirt of the vineyard is about a mile all the way around. And so we did a run the other morning, and the dog ran with us the whole time, so that was fun.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for
Some
the
of the
sun to rise
vineyards,
here.
there's a lot of stray dogs down here. And some of the vineyards, like Palafox, they feed the dogs, they take them to the vets, and they take care of them like their own. They just sleep out in the vineyards or the barns or whatever out there, but they do take care of them.
And they do
feed
help
them.
scare away animals and things like that.
Yes.
So.
So these are just like in New York, like how we, there's just a house cat at places outside. There's all these dogs, and they're all very friendly, and they're not like truly strays, so they are taken to the vet and they are maintained, but they just live out in the vineyards. This vineyard loves dogs because it's for the gophers.
You can still see the moon is up there somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for that sun to rise here. I mean, obviously the sun has risen, or starting to.
It hasn't crested yet, but it's very light outside.
At some point it will.
Yeah, it's very light
come
outside.
Out, so. Let's see. So, Marcus hasn't done too many Facebook Lives about the week and our specials and things like that. I don't know if you actually spoke about that this week.
No.
So, Aroma Time is opened this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Our $9.99 special this week is barbecue chicken again. It was so popular last week. We are keeping it on. It comes with coleslaw and potato salad. And Jazz was actually canceled last night. John Simon said that it was a little too cold outside, that they would need gloves on to play, and it would be a little bit hard to play with gloves. So I believe the staff did inside dining last night. I think they might have had the fire pit going as well. So keep posted on Jazz every week.
It's in that time of the year.
I think we're at that time of the year. We're in October, so it might be a little too cold at nighttime. If we have a nice warm spell, we'll open. We'll have Jazz outside in the garden, and it's time to start firing up that fire pit.
Yep.
Lighting it up every night, and so you can sit outside around the fire pit, dress warm. We do have heaters outside as well, and I know this weekend is supposed to be beautiful in Ellenville. It's supposed to be in the 70s. So Saturday and Sunday we're open at 3:00, and come out early, go for a hike, come out early, enjoy a dinner outside in our beautiful garden area.
Yes.
So I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about, Marcus.
Hello to everybody who's tuning in.
I'm
Just want to say hello to everybody.
Switch us around and look at you because my hands hurt.
You want me to hold it for a while?
Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
It does. Without the tripod, you have to hold your arm out hurts. So good morning to everybody tuning on. Barbara, Karen. I can't see everybody who's logged on, but if you're tuning in live, drop a comment, #live. If it's on the replay, #replay. And I'm imagining that's where the sun is going to rise, right there or over there. Quite can't tell. So the first two mornings we were here, it was foggy and you couldn't see anything. So this is a much bigger improvement. The sales manager last night, Veronica, said, "Oh, the sunrise." And we're like, we got up early. We didn't really see the sunrise. And she was, "Oh, wait till you see it. It's amazing." So, and of course, these are vineyards right here, folks. These are indeed grapevines, vineyards. Harvest here was about 3 weeks ago. There are a few grapes left on. Grapes that didn't make the cut. Like right there's a batch of a thing of grapes. These are younger vines. These are like 6-year-old vines. So they just started producing grapes for wine. Just started. So, and again, here's a view of the property here. So our goal is to come down here and bring a group down here in 2022 at some point, and stay on this property, stay on this vineyard, wake up to the vines, and
enjoy this valley. The delicious wines that they have here, because they are absolutely delicious. Every winery has a different style, a different way. It's pretty incredible how different all the wineries are. But I mean, we know that from New York. We know that from Italy. But it's really pretty cool.
Yeah, really. So there we go. Sun's
peeking up over there.
What's the official time, Jamie?
6:40 right now.
6:40. So officially
minute,
the sun's up.
Any minute.
According to the weather app.
It's getting a little brighter in the middle there between those two peaks. I don't know if you can see it, but right between those two peaks there. It looks like it's getting a little brighter.
If we stood over 100 yards, the sun would be through the mountain there. So, So for those just tuning in, hey Joel, how's it going? Hi Julie, hi Anthony. We are in the Valle de Guadalupe, the Guadalupe Valley in Mexico, about an hour and a half south of San Diego. We flew into San Diego. We drove across the border. We've been here all week researching, breaking bread with all the owners. We've met all the vineyard owners. It's been amazing. All small vineyards down here, very small family-run vineyards.
We were at wineries that made 1,500 cases.
Yes.
Up to wineries,
which is small for New York.
Really small.
Like, that's small for New York. Like, the owner was like, Ernesto was like, I made 180 cases of this Sauvignon Blanc. I'm like,
wow.
Let me know when it comes to New York. We'll snag a few cases. We'll get a couple. And, you know, some of this wine comes in like once a year, and that's it. So, I wonder if that's one of their work dogs running through there.
Maybe. It looks like a bus is coming in with workers on it for the day.
Yeah, so we have one more vineyard today. We're going to San Diego, having dinner with a friend, an ex-employee of ours, and then flying back to New York tonight, like what, 11 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock tonight?
10:30 tonight.
10:30 tonight, red eye out.
And then heading right up to Buffalo.
Yeah. This was so easy to get to. It was just fly to San Diego. We rented a car and we drove right through the border. We got our negative COVID test so we can get back across the border and get onto the plane.
Here it comes, Marcus. Here it comes. You can see
Oh,
it.
there, up, yep.
Yep, you can see it. You can see that sun popping. I don't know if you can see it on the phone as well, but you see what I'm talking about?
Keep snapping pictures with the other, on all different angles, the fisheye and regular. So.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Marcus is better at taking pictures than I am.
Here, you hold this. See that angle right there like that?
Yeah. You can see it's starting to get a little bit brighter now. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hello, Ralph. Hi, Mom. Hello, everybody from Mexico. Let's see. What should we talk about here? Does anyone have any questions for us or any comments? Really, really pretty. Good morning. Good morning. So, I don't know if Marcus, did you mention that we were here for 2 nights, Sunday and Monday? And
I did, but mention it again.
Sunday and Monday we were here at this this winery, this area, and we tried to get up the first morning, right?
Yeah.
And it was so cloudy we couldn't see anything. So we got up again on Tuesday morning. Again, it was cloudy, couldn't see anything. So we're super happy to be back in this area, back at this place, and it's not cloudy, and it's supposed to be gorgeous here today. It's supposed to be in the 80s.
Right.
So of course, you know, the day that we're leaving, it gets.
2 weeks ago it was 100.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, the sales manager was saying that it was 100 degrees. So we kind of just missed it, she said, the warmth. But yeah, it's starting to come up. Maybe we went on a little too early today, Marcus.
Well, I think we're standing in the wrong spot. I think if we were standing 100 yards
100
over,
back.
the sun would be to the left,
Oh.
and it would have been over that mountain. We were
Yeah.
watching it come over the highest peak.
Yeah.
So sunrise in our area, it might be 6:50 instead of 6:40.
Right. Lots of people peeking out now from their rooms, which is cool, trying to see that sunrise.
We had dinner at the restaurant last night here, and we've had 2 dinners here, and they both have been amazing.
Amazing. And the wine at El Cielo, where we're staying, is delicious as well at the restaurant. So the restaurant's kind of cool. I don't know if you probably can't see it, but it's in the background over there. But we actually saw the sun set, right, last night from there. And the wines are really, really good. And they all remembered us, so which was really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of the staff there remembered us, and the food was delicious.
So they have lots of different options.
Oh yeah, I was going to talk
food,
about.
Right, they have all these
right.
private dining rooms. They have a barbecue outside. Talk about all that.
Sure, so they have a barbecue outside. So when we got here on Sunday, so the weekends seemed to be, Saturday and Sunday seemed to be the most popular times at the restaurants. You know, people are traveling down from San Diego for the weekend, or just from California, and they So the weekends seem to be a little bit busier at the wineries, but it is amazing how many people are at the wineries even during the week, especially at this one.
Yeah.
But when we got in, we got to what we thought was the restaurant winery, and they said, "What are you looking for?" And we said we want to taste wine, and not a lot of people spoke English, so it was a little more difficult to communicate with them. But they always, every place we went, they got somebody that spoke English, and outside was happening. Boy, it was kind of like one of the wineries on a Saturday, Sunday in New York, but outside they had a grill. They have almost like a food truck type area, but it's all outside. And so we sat down at a picnic table, and they brought us everything down here. Menus are all
QR codes. There's no printed menus.
So we got onto the
has
QR
printed
code.
menus.
Nobody has printed menus. Yeah, nowhere that we went. And so we started asking questions. We just want a tasting. And they said, well, not here. And they brought us to the restaurant. And they said, oh, well, not here. And then they finally, after explaining what we do and what we were looking for, they brought us downstairs into a beautiful cellar. And they did a beautiful tasting down there, and we met an employee that just was so knowledgeable. He had been with them a few years or a few months, right?
6 months or 7 months.
6 months.
They were just promoting him the next day to a supervisor position in the tasting room.
I mean, his demeanor, his everything, something that we would look for in our staff, so which was really cool.
Yeah, he just really went over the top for us. He knew what we were looking for. He gave us extra wines. He knew we owned a restaurant, so
he knew we wanted to taste.
Yes.
I mean, that was our biggest
He's like,
thing.
I know what you want. Sit down, relax.
Yep.
Don't worry about the tasting schedule here, the tasting.
He sat with us.
program.
He talked to us.
Yeah.
He gave us a lot of knowledge about the winery.
Yep.
And then. Oh yeah.
Come on, Bass. Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning.
We're looking at the sunset.
Buenos dias.
Yeah. You're welcome. And let's see. And yeah, that was our start to our time down here in the valley, and what an amazing time it has been. So I don't know, Marcus, what do you think?
I'm afraid to move from this position
I know.
because we've waited so long.
So folks, do you want us to stay on so you can see this sunrise? Give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Lots of people joining
It's
now.
right there.
Hello, Sally. Hello, Ralph. Thank you. If you want us to stay here, it is absolutely beautiful. The mountains are gorgeous. But to get around that mountain, you have to go down to Ensenada and around, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You can't just go through the mountain. But here it is coming. It's popping up slowly here. Hopefully there's not too many clouds over there. It's more spectacular.
It's like a little hazy sometimes, like
it is a
morning
little
fog,
hazy, yeah.
Morning fog. So
what else can you talk about, Marcus? What other things can we tell everybody about this area?
So I only thought doing the research that there was only one main valley here. The main valley was the Guadalupe Valley. And now that we're down here, there's a valley like every mountain's over, right? There's valleys, just consecutive valleys, and all the valleys grow grapes. But this is the valley that the tourism is, and this is where the hotels are, and this is where the show is here. And a lot of these wineries that are here buy their grapes from the other valleys, which are just, half an hour away, hour and a half away.
And some of them mix the grapes from different valleys, right?
They do. And not many of the wineries, only one winery actually labeled them per valley. All the ones will just say Guadalupe.
I'm gonna go back here.
There are no really government regulations yet as far as labeling, like France, Italy, even Napa, even New York. You have to say, okay, you can label it Seneca Lake or Finger Lakes or Long Island or Hudson Valley fruit. Here, there's no definitions of where the origins of the grapes, so they can come from all the valleys and say Guadalupe, basically, and that's because they're being made here in the valley.
We also might see a hot air balloon, right? They said that there's hot air balloons goes out around 6:45 or 6:40.
Yeah, the hot air balloon rises and does an hour ride?
Yes, 45-minute ride.
I was up for that today. You weren't.
You were up for the ride?
I would.
Oh, no.
You're not a hot air balloon.
No, I'm not a hot air balloon person.
You don't think you are. You haven't tried it yet.
Oh, there's the puppy.
She's waiting for us to go for
She's
our
waiting,
run.
yeah. Maybe. Well, there we go. It's popping over there. What else can you talk about, Marcus?
Let's see. The restaurant scene here is just insane crazy. The restaurant.
A lot of famous chefs
come
coming to
to
this
this
region.
region. A lot of famous Mexican chefs come to this region, and they'll open up 1, 2, 3 restaurants. They'll come into hotels like this and consult and license their names out. And so it's the best like when we first started researching this about 6 months ago, I heard a business podcast, and the Mexican business guy, entrepreneur, was on. And he was talking about, oh, if you have never been to the Guadalupe Valley, we have the best restaurants, the best this, the best in Mexico. This is the best part of Mexico for cuisine, for culture, it all mixed together, tourism in there. And I said, yeah, I've heard about it. We've always had one or so of their wines. Let's go online and look. And when we looked online, we're like, oh wow, this is awesome. And this was just blew us away above what we expected, really above what we expected. So,
the food scene is delicious, and it's authentic Mexican.
Authentic Mexican inside.
With a little twist, I think. Some of the...
Last night was a whole dine around, so the chef did this whole, like, here's a Oaxacan dish. Here's a dish from Puebla. Here's a dish local from Baja. They call it Baja cuisine. And they gave us crickets last night. They gave us crickets. First time eating crickets. And it was served with guacamole, and it was served with this string cheese from Oaxaca. So it was Oaxacan dish. Our first dish was Oaxacan. So avocados, this string cheese, and crickets.
We sent a picture to our kids, and I said, "Guess what this is?" And Justin goes, "Insects."
So you were supposed to make cricket tacos last night.
Thanks for those of you who are hanging in there. Well, we keep saying here it comes, and it's not coming so fast. Yeah, today is our last day here. We have one more winery to go to.
We didn't get to see everything, so
no, I think we want to come back.
December. And the locals saying, "Oh, it's so cold here in December." We're like, "We're from New York, amigo." They're like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
All right. Well, I guess we'll kind of sign off here. We'll take some pictures. We'll put them on our Facebook page. Anything else you want to share, Marcus? Marcus is taking pictures with my phone.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody. How did the crickets taste? Ralph wants to know, Marcus.
I feel like
salty, right? You said,
yeah. Crunchy anchovies.
I didn't taste them.
Yeah, I had to taste it. We were here. I had to do it. So it's one of those things. They were very generous with the portions, and the sales manager was like, "Oh, I love crickets," and she loaded them on her tacos.
She took extra. This place has been great.
We went to El Guaraniz yesterday. El Guaraniz.
Oh, yeah.
Famous ceviche place. Rick Bayless, Anthony Bourdain, they've all been there. She's down in Ensenada, and she has 2 restaurants across the street, so we went to both and figured out like where we could bring our guests when we do group tours down here. And
so Karen wants to know how the crickets tasted. So Karen, you'll just have to travel with us down here, and you can taste crickets. We'll definitely have the dish of crickets for you. But it doesn't happen all the time, right? It's not a
that was a
traditional Oaxacan. Yeah,
way down south. We went to Tahona yesterday, which is. Did you take any pictures from Tahona yesterday? The boats.
Karen said, nah.
Can't see that.
She doesn't want any. I did. You talked yesterday on your Facebook Live about the boat in Tahona. I don't know if you can, I'm kind of in the way there. Let's see. There you go. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's the boat in Tahona. That's an 80-year-old shrimping boat
that they've turned into
a mezcal tasting room. They have 2 of them there. So inside, that's what it looks like. We tasted some of the mezcals. They change their tasting mezcals every 15 days. Barbara told us that was really cool. That was in Cuatro Cuatros vineyard, and I'm gonna go back to the sun here. Oh, there it is. Look at that, everybody. If you've waited this long, probably contains gluten. I don't know if it contains gluten. The crickets. That was a good question. That's your excuse, Karen. Marcus said, but they did have corn tacos, Karen, so you could have those. Yeah. Oh, wow. There we go. It's coming over there. That's beautiful. So anyway, we're gonna sign off. And hopefully some of you will get to travel with us to Valle de Guadalupe, Baja, Mexico, Baja California, they call it, right? Yeah. So this is a 3-hour ride to a 3-hour airplane ride to Mexican City from here. So don't quit now with the sun. Okay, we won't quit now, Karen. I just didn't want to bore you. I know it's really pretty. You can kind of see it peeking there. I got to tell you that the phone actually makes it look a little bit better than it is in person.
It does.
So
We should just watch the screen.
I am watching the screen. So, yeah. What else can we talk about, Marcus? Wow, there's so many cool things this week that have happened and.
It's great when you walk into the wineries and the owners are like, Marcus, Jamie, and we've never even met them before, but they know you're coming, so it's just like one of those.
Palafox, we got there, and of course, the tasting or the assistant said, "Oh, you have to have some wine while you're waiting for Jaime." And
Yes.
Jaime's the owner / winemaker, I believe, or
he uses Lulu.
Oh, Lulu, that's
Lulu.
right.
But he's very involved in the process.
But so we were walking around the garden area, and we knew right away that we weren't getting out of there super early.
Yeah.
And we ended up spending the whole day there. We never got to any other wineries or anything that day. But that's what it's about. It's about building relationships for us, which most of you already know.
8 hours. We were gone that day. 2 hours of driving
That's right.
back and forth. And so we were at the vineyard for 6 hours.
Well, He
He wouldn't let us leave. And we could have stayed longer. And the group that was with us, that we met up with, the distributors, the owner of the distribution company and all the salespeople, he kept them so late that they missed their next appointment. They never got to their next winery appointment because we were going to try to meet them in the valley here.
So it looks like a volcano. Oh, it kind of does. How's your voice? Why not sing "Here Comes the Sun"? I don't even know the words to that, Karen. My voice is not that good to sing you a song as it's coming over the mountain here. But look at that. That's really pretty.
Oh yeah. We stood in the longest spot.
Marcus said, "Let's get in the car and go drive somewhere," and he goes, "We don't even know where to drive." So maybe that's a question we can ask for next time.
It's going to warm up like 15 degrees once that sun
Oh
shines
yeah,
on us. It's 50,
my fingers are freezing.
It's like 55
actually.
degrees here right now.
Oh wow, look at
Where
that.
we're standing anyway.
Yeah.
Behind us where the sun's shining, it's probably 70, 65.
We're losing people, honey.
We're losing people.
But that's a pretty sunrise there. Well, what do you think, honey?
I mean, we're minutes away.
We've said that for 50 minutes. What time
you can
is
see the
it?
sun rays now coming through.
Yeah.
I can't wait to take some pictures with the sun rays shining on the buildings and on the vineyard. So we probably need to get to the other side of the vineyard for the sun rays.
Oh, there we go. What wines? So we have a wine dinner coming up on October 11th. I don't know, Karen. We were thinking maybe some Mexican wines.
We have to make sure
we have to make sure we can get them. Supposedly they are
they
going.
landed yesterday.
Supposedly we're going to get them. That they're in. Oh, look here. You can see the sun. The rays of sun are shining through now. Don't lose me yet. Okay, Karen. We won't. We'll stay with you. So yeah, we're thinking maybe Mexican. I don't know. Maybe we'll tease you a little bit with some Mexican wine.
We just have to be able to get them in stock.
Yes.
They landed the 30th in New York or New Jersey in the warehouse, and they have to be posted to the state and approved, and which could have been done earlier, and then they go to the distributor and then get delivered. So it might be November 1st by the time they're available, or they could be now available October 1st. It just depends. Logistics.
What would you like, Karen? What kind of wines would you like, Karen? We'll see what we can get for you. Yeah, we'll see see what we can get. And then the following week, we're having a beer dinner. And then the week after, we'll be back on our regular schedule of another wine dinner. So it is 4 wines and a dish for $29. And maybe we'll have to raise the Mexican one. No, I'm just kidding. So we can come back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Some
popping
of the
up there.
Mexican wines are a great value. I mean, some of them are just...
You can see the sun just shining through there now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really pretty.
Oh, yeah, right on the vineyard.
Don't lose me yet, Karen says. That's funny. Very well. We got a few more people. A few more people joining us. You can see that sun just shining through there. I can't wait for it to warm up because my hands are freezing.
So if you want to join us here next year, stay tuned because we're going to plan a trip. We're going to start planning everything out and bring a group of, I guess, 14 to 20 people back here. Oh, wow, look at that.
Leave it up to you. New guest with us will be a wife born in... New guest with us. Yeah, I think Karen's the only one watching now, but thank you everybody for watching us. We appreciate it. It's really pretty over there, and I think that might be it, huh, honey?
It's gonna come up a little more. Oh, it's gonna come up. It's gonna
just
peak that.
That's
now
the pretty.
Behind us, the sun's behind us now. Right.
Yeah, now it's shining on the mountains over here. Don't forget our Finger Lakes trip coming up as well, folks.
Yep, wine weekend in the Finger Lakes.
Wine weekend in the Finger Lakes, November 5th through the 7th. If you want to travel with us to the Finger Lakes and taste wine with us, get a little sneak peek at what it is like to travel to a different country with us, like Italy or now Mexico. We do a 2-day intensive tasting in the Finger Lakes. We meet in Watkins Glen. And
different wineries in the last 2 trips. So if you were on the last 2 trips, there are different wineries. So it's not a repeat. Same distillery. They'll come to the room and do their thing, but different scenery as far as...
Oh yeah, look at the way the sun is hitting the building now.
That.
I don't know if you can see it there. Finger Lakes, can't wait. Yeah, Karen, we can't wait to head back up there. We do have some seats available still for the Finger Lakes. We'd love for you to join us. And it is a great deal for the weekend. Lots of wine, lots of food. And Karen can tell you about our Italy trips and how much wine and food there really is. It's never...
There's an endless supply.
Endless supply, so...
Endless supply.
Ooh, it's getting bright out here.
So this vineyard does a stomp, like the I Love Lucy stomp. Tell them about that. There's actually a spot during harvest over.
So I guess you can go on a ride. It's like a 2-hour like hay ride. You can pick some grapes, and then when you come back, you can stomp your grapes, and then you can go down into the cellar, and you there it comes. Oh, look at that.
All right.
Wow. And then you can stomp on the grapes. You can make your own wine out of it.
Your own blends.
Your own blends. They take you downstairs. But wow. Okay, that got bright. Can you see that, Karen? Hopefully Marcus is getting some good pictures with my phone. But I can't even look at it really anymore. But wow. So we have seen it rise and set here in Baja California. And give us a thumbs up. Give us a hashtag live if you're watching us live. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. What a beautiful, I mean, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
In the vineyards here. So, and that sun feels good. Feels really good. Thanks for, yep, don't burn your retinas. I know, I can't even look at it now, Karen. Looking away at it. Woo.
All right, let's get some nice pictures in the vineyard.
All right, everybody, have a great day. Enjoy. I'm sure at some point we will be live again on our way out, and we'll see everybody soon. Have a fabulous day.